Hello, friends. My name's Michelle, and I call myself the Beauty Treasure Hunter. Today, I'm going to do some crazy things. I'm going to take some purple hair toner and mix it with a foundation to see if I can get it to the right shade for me. I'm going to show you some counterfeit brushes that are pretty darn good. But also tell you what are my favorite brushes, and it's not the counterfeit ones. I'm trying a new foundation from Cara Beauty. Love their makeup. So if you want to see how I got this look, then hang right with me. Okay, those were my caffeine depuffing jelly eye masks from the Dollar Tree. I think they are Splash Skincare. I'm going to put on my Mercerie Perfect Hydration lip gloss, also from the Dollar Tree, just to condition my lips. I'm going to condition my under eyes with this AOA, which is Shop Miss A Studio. It's a Squalane Stick, and it's just wonderful. If you've never tried out Shop Miss A, you need to take a look. They have things that range from like $1.55 to $5. And then they have recently created a new Korean skincare section, but it is more expensive. So, okay, that feels fabulous. Gonna use my Beauty Creations brow powder book on my brows today. And I'm gonna go with this ash brown at the bottom because it has kind of a charcoal color right here. And I like that in my brow powder. And I just have a no-name, really skinny, angled brush for that. And I'm going to use the e.l.f. Brow Laminating Gel. And unlike the one I used last time by Essence, this one kind of has a white cast, kind of like the Ardell Brow Glue, but has really good hold. And it doesn't dry white. So I really like this. I recently got some RMS Beauty under eye concealer, or actually this is just a pot concealer. Mine is in shade 00. It's called the Uncover Up. Here's what color mine is. Can use it to prime my eyelids today. And I got this for a really good deal on IPSY. For my eyeshadow today, I got this Polite Society Forget Social Media. I'm dope in real life. Eyeshadow palette. Here's what those shades look like. I'm going to start with this first one right up here. No, I'm not, because it does have a sparkle. In my camera, it looked like it was matte, but it's not. So I'm going to use some Perfect Blur Powder by Cara Beauty. And this one is in Tahini Tint. Kind of looks like a banana color. And I'm going to use a Mange brush. This one is the Flawless Concealer Brush number 5. But I like it because it's big and fluffy. Okay, I'm going to very, very lightly, because there's not really a transition color in this either. I bought it mainly for all those pretty sparkles. I think I'm gonna go in with this lightest sparkle first, and still using the Mange set. This is a blending brush number 7. It's a little less fluffy, but it's still good and fluffy. Okay, gonna go right with this one. See if that gives me, yeah, just a little bit of color. Now to build that up, I'm gonna use this chocolate brown down here, but I'm gonna kind of mix it with that. So like 1 dab of chocolate to 3 dabs of the other. And you can do that, you can mix colors. Don't be afraid. I like these. These are blending so nicely and mixing nicely when I mix those two colors. Okay, this is from a different Mange set. It's called the Small Blending Brush. And this red set, these are the ones that really remind me of the original BK Beauty brushes. And those are on Amazon. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this kind of rust color. It's still a matte. And a little bit of the crease there. And I'm gonna go in with that darker chocolate, but just by itself this time. The outer corner. Now I'm gonna use, this is a lip brush number 18. But it's skinny and flat, and I'm gonna use, let's see, I'm gonna stay with the chocolate, and then I'll add some sparkle on top of that in just a minute. Kind of like to make a line from here kind of out to connect. And I'll clean that up in a minute, because I sure do not have a crisp line over there, do I? Okay, now I'm gonna add in a little bit, and this does not do it justice. It's kind of more coppery. Put that right on top. And I'm gonna go in with that same color on my upper lid, right where I don't have much coverage at all. Get that area covered. Alright, here's the fun part. I'm gonna use this one right here. It's my sparkle of the day. Right in the center. Up and down, left and right. Then I'm gonna tap my leftovers across the top. And switching hands. We've got another color at the bottom, right here, that I'm gonna use just in the inner corner. Sometimes I have to encourage my camera. Come on, focus. Okay, now I'm gonna clean up with the makeup wipe. And before I forget, I got some Purito sunscreen. This one's a chemical one. It's an SPF of 50. And I got this for $3 on clearance at my Marshall's yesterday. And it was, you know, totally sealed. That's what I check for. I peek if I can. I think this box was still totally sealed. This is wonderful. I like to bronze my face up just a little bit before I go in with any foundation or skin tint. I got this, it was in a 2-pack. It's by Tangerine, and there was also a little pink liquid blush too, but this is a bronzer, but it's kind of a matte. There is no sparkle to it, so it should give me just a little bit of color. Yeah. Mixes nicely with that sunscreen. I promised you that if the Tarte under eye corrector went on sale that I would get it, and I grabbed it. And I'm going to compare it to my little, I believe this was like $4.99 corrector by Cheer. They're not the same color though. My Cheer is more of a pinky or just light concealer. I'll show you what that looks like. I'm just going to use my finger. This one's really not a color corrector. It's actually just an under eye concealer. but I'll treat them the same. And the Tarte one I got is in light medium peach, and it was on sale for like $22. So big difference there. This one is a little bit more glossy. But now to treat them the same, I got this still in the package, sealed at my Marshall's, CoverGirl Clean Invisible Concealer in the shade 130, which is like, I want to say classic beige, but I'm going to use this on both sides. All right, I got, and I hope this doesn't upset anybody, but I can't afford the Nikki LaRose BK Beauty brushes, so I found this entire set on Temu, and I'm, sure it's like a counterfeit. However, it may be by the very people who actually make the brushes, because here it is. This is the one I had been wanting, the N17, and her concealer one is the N16. So I'm going to be using that. These were, I mean, it was an insane deal. It was $20, I think, for all of them. All right, so I'm going to use her N16. Or this one. It may not be real. I don't know. Okay, that feels good. And I think right now, they look about the same. All right, now I've mentioned before how I really like Cara Beauty. And I got this off of Walmart. This is their Serum Foundation in shade 3. And it was like $8 on Walmart.com. Here's what it looks like. I also did something quite crazy because I thought it needed, I thought it's a little bit warm. And I like to add like lavender to pull things more pink. And so I tried a little bit of my purple toning drops for the hair. And it kind of pulled it a little bit too gray. My favorite thing to mix, I've got a couple of favorite things. One is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's a liquid blush in the shade Baby Pink, but it's more like a lilac. And then this is by Lancome. It's a concealer, and there it's in shade Lavender, but it takes very little of this to do the job. And so my favorite concoction of all these is this one right here. This had a little bit too much in there, and this is the regular color, but I like this better. So I'm going to use this counterfeit N17 on this side. I think this is the synthetic side, maybe. I'm not sure. I just know they're two different fibers, or hers are anyway. And I'm going to dip right into this part right here. And I think I would have more, I would be more supportive of brands if they didn't, if the profit margin weren't so huge. And I know there are things involved, business expenses that I know nothing of. But if another company can do it for a fraction of the price, something's up. I think the profit margin is too much. And to me, throughout history, that's been the name of the game. Usually the first person to invent something isn't the one that hangs in the long run. It's whoever can do it a little bit better and a lot cheaper that usually wins. All right, now since this is a serum foundation, I'm feeling very dewy, but we're moving on. Now I know this is too dark, but this is the Revlon Photo Ready Insta Sculpt, okay, and mine's in the shade 440, which is Snatched, but this is definitely, it's not a bronzer, it is meant to just contour, and you can tell by the color. So I'll go in and warm this up in a minute with something else. And while I was on Temu, I also saw a 2-pack of number 47s. Now this is by a different company than the BuArt. This is by Woco. Okay, this is the Buart 47 to just show you. And this one may fluff up. Right now it's pretty flat. And let me find my actual Sephora 47. Here it is. So my Buart one, I think they're just like, they're the same as far as fluffiness level or thickness, density level. But I'm gonna try one of these new ones. See how it works. Because to me, when you're blending creams and sticks, you do need the density. If they're too floppy, you can't get a good blend. Okay, that's for a slight contour. Something else that I got on Walmart.com is this Stila. It is a tinted moisturizer skin balm in shade 6. And I thought, wow, that looks perfect for a cream bronzer for me. I know this is meant as a tinted moisturizer as someone's base shade, but I'm just going to use this new 47 and use it as a cream bronzer. And it was really cheap too. I think it was like $8, which is cheap for Stila. It must have been before its time or something, because this would be just trending. This would be right with the balms today. But you could tell it's one of those leftover things, because there was only this shade. So I really like this. Now I got one of my Polite Society blushes from IPSY, and the other one I've noticed they're all coming into Marshall's right now. I'll show you the two colors that I have. There's one more that I want. This one is Malibu, and it's like a cream to powder formula. And this one, I really like it, is Sydney. It's almost like a bronzer color. So I'm going to go with Sydney today. The other one I want is London. But I had not caught or thought to look at the names. And so when I saw them in Marshall's, I was like, I know I have two, but I don't know which ones I have. Okay, and I'm going to get a brand new clean 47. And these are very subtle, but very easy to blend and work with. I'm going to use for my powder blush to set this down. I got this in my IPSY bag this time, and it's by Too Faced. It's the Cloud Crush blush, and mine is in Berry Dreamy, and she is very berry. And I also got, I'm sure it's a fake KVD angled brush, but I love angled fluffy brushes for powder blush. So I'm going to use that. Oh, that's nice. It's not too much. Okay, I'm going to see if this will work. This is some e.l.f. Halo Glow, but it is in the shade Rich Warm. And I'm going to use one of my new Anissa Beauty brushes. It's the big powder one, but I thought, man, this looks really good for bronzer. So I'm going to try to use this as a bronzer, even though that's not what it is. And it may be too dark, but you know, Halo Glow is supposed to be a finishing powder, so we'll see. And I'll just start lightly. Yeah, it may be too dark. I also have, and you may be able to still find this, I'm not sure, this Flower Beauty Light Illusion powder. It also is supposed to be like a finishing powder. And this one's in D3 Mocha. Let's see if this one's any better. And this one, the Light Illusion powders are supposed to have a little bit of a sheen. And I keep joking with you guys that, you know, I need a bronzer finishing powder is what I need. So yeah, this is nice. The Halo Glow I think was a little bit too much, too opaque. But I'll have to see if you can still find this. Sometimes when I want to find things, I even look on eBay because there are like um, sellers who buy up when things are going out of business, and you can still find a beloved item that isn't being made anymore. Ooh, I really like that. I'm going to do a little bit of Essence Silky Blur. Mine is in, well, this is just number 10, translucent, but I think it has just the lightest pinkiness to it. I'm going to do a puff, and the purpose of this is just filling in the pores. I'm just going to press. I don't know about you all, but my pores as I age, right in here, it's like gravity is pulling. That's where I'm seeing more that used to not be there, you know. So I think everybody deals with pores to some extent, but yeah, mine are stretching. Okay, now I don't like to look too matte. I do like to have a kind of a sheen. I know that they have this Laura Mercier highlighter at Marshalls and TJ Maxx right now. This one's called Devotion. I want you to look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous. I love to use these little Fenty brushes. This one is a 135. These have been at TJ Maxx and Marshalls also. So I'll wait until they're like on clearance and grab those. Oh, Cupid's bow, tip of the nose, a little bit on the chin, a little bit on the bridge, and my wrinkle, and around the orbital bone there. Some people also do it like right here, like wherever the light would hit you from shining down. And then I look and see, do I need it melted back together? I really, really love this. The smell of this Mist Independent by Live Glam. I need to pick up, I think it's a dupe for one of the Tarte ones. I need to pick that up and see if it is, but it's the smell that gets me. Plus, it's just a hydrating mist. So, you know, my 15-year-old son, even my older son, who's, oh my gosh, is he 30? He's 30 now. He loves scents. Both my boys love scents. They just make us so happy. And I'm sure my girls do too, but I've really been talking to my boys about colognes lately. But that one doesn't count. That spray doesn't count as my setting spray. That's just to melt it back together. Now I'm going to do the MCO Beauty Miracle Flawless that's supposed to be light. Charlotte Tilbury. And that is just, oh, I love that. Let me see if this smells the same, the Charlotte. I almost think I like this one better. I think this has a better sprayer. I got some droplets on this one. And I've heard other people say that too, that the sprayer needs, Charlotte, you need to revamp your sprayer. Because I got some splatters. Okay, finishing powder. I think my favorite really is the Physicians Formula Butter Glow. Has a great smell. And it has a sheen. This is one of the Nikki LaRose fakes. This is the N15. I'm not sure if I will like this for finishing, but we'll see. I typically like a fluffier brush, but this feels good. Not entirely sure what I would use it for. Maybe powder blush instead, but I like the angled fluffy ones for that, so I don't know. All right, now I need some mascara. My absolute favorite for my bottom lashes is the Thrive tubing, I think. Isn't that funny? I have different favorites for, like, if my upper lashes without sectionals and my lower lashes. You kind of expect different things from your uppers and lowers. So different things for the mascara that you use there. It's easy for me to get to forget to do my lowers now that I have some tint on them, because I think, oh, I've already done that. Okay, now some lips. I'm gonna wipe off my Dollar Tree gloss that I love so much, the Perfect Hydration. And I got this off of IPSY. It's called Half Caked. It has a blur liner and a skinnier liner. I'm going to go with the skinny first. And that is very close to my own lip color, so I like it. Now I'm going to kind of fill in with a bigger one. That's a tad too brown. I like a little bit more color. So I love these Lana lips. Do y'all like these? This one is in bronze gold. It's the 101 ointment. And it's almost like squeezing a lipstick out of the tube. It's pretty thick. But it is so moisturizing. It gave me a little bit of a sheen. And I have some more Lana lips that, this one's kind of sparkly. It says Glossy Balms. Let me see if I can put this on top, because I always need a little bit of gloss. What I have noticed though, is if like you're wearing, that's so good. If you're wearing a liquid matte lip or even matte lipstick, if you'll go in with that first and then go over with your gloss, then it lasts a lot longer than doing the reverse. Okay, one last thing I decided I needed was a little bit of liner on top to kind of smooth over the little jagged edges of my sectionals. And I used the Benefit They're Real Extreme Precision Liner in brown, extra brown. So this is my final look for the day. Feels really good. Feel moisturized, but not tacky. Got a lot of goop on my lips, but it feels really good. Should last a while too, shouldn't it? I left my hair in little Nellie Olson ringlet curls just to let them cool. Sometimes if I fluff them out or brush them out too soon, they just fall flat. So I'm trying to let my curls cool before I fluff them out now. Thank you for watching today. And I really did like these brushes. This is the box they came in. It looks real, but the price was not the real price. So if you find them and you want to take a shot, I highly recommend them if you have been wanting those type of brushes. But I really do prefer my View Art set, because it has everything I could possibly need to get ready. I don't have to pull from one set and another. It's got everything I need, so that's my favorite. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're doing well. And I really appreciate you liking and subscribing. I think I'm about halfway to my goal of being monetized. It takes 1,000, so I think I will hit the 500 today. I'm hoping. Thank you if you have liked and subscribed. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you see me next time.